Superintendent Alford says the multi-age classrooms have saved money for the schools, and they hope the success of the programs will raise enrollment at Sherland. Not only are sales up in the store, but also on the internet, from t-shirts to hats to jackets. In recent days, the university bookstore has seen a 500% increase in Husky purchases. One comparison Coletti can make with the Northern Illinois football team is that they both started off as underdogs. Some believe the Bears' collapse was Lovie Smith's fault. Others believe it was time to make a change at Hallis Hall. With over 150 mouths to feed, the volunteers made sure one thing: nobody left on an empty stomach. The A-team is not only building relationships between students, but volunteers as well. And their goal is to hire disabled veterans to build wheelchairs for disabled veterans. In Freeport, Phillip Reed, Eyewitness News. People in Oregon are rolling up their sleeves for a local hero. Oregon firefighter Thomas Jones and his fiancée Chelsea Jansen were burned in a garage fire last August. Now, residents of this close-knit community are coming here to help two of their own.
The people in town here are always generous to help somebody else out.
Jones needs blood from injuries from an explosion in his garage. The Rock River Valley Blood Center has held 5 blood drives for him, bringing out many who have a bond with Jones and his family.
Being that they have a personal connection or know somebody in the family, since it is a small town, they feel like this is an important need to donate to them.
Tammy Russell is Jones's cousin and neighbor. She's convinced her coworkers to join her.
I'm just glad that the community can pull together and do something for a good cause, not only for Thomas, but for other people who are in need of the blood.
You're all done?
A need organizers of this drive know will never go away.
Since we've had a really tough cold and flu season, our blood drives have been really paying the price. People aren't healthy enough to donate, so our donations have really taken a hit.
In Oregon, Phillip Reed, Eyewitness News.
And pops it in foul ground, a diving catch by 8.
The road to becoming GM of the Los Angeles Dodgers was not an easy one for Ned Coletti.
We lived in a garage until I was 5 years old. My dad was very handy, and we didn't have a whole lot of resources.
Growing up in Chicago, Coletti credits his family for keeping him on the right path.
And education was important, and having a chance to work hard and to continually prove yourself was something else that our family always looked to do.
And that tight-knit bond he shares with his family is why he chose to attend Northern Illinois University.
It was close enough to Chicago that I could get home, and it was far enough from Chicago that I could still have a collegiate experience.
And he is embracing every moment of the Huskies being in the Orange Bowl. Coletti feels the lack of pressure will benefit the Huskies come New Year's Day.
Whenever you're not given much hope, or your expectations are not much, sometimes it's easier to play and it's easier to compete.
And as far as the outcome,
I think it'll be a major upset. It'll be a close game and a major upset.
But until game day, he's just letting it all sink in like the rest of us.
What an awesome point in time this is for the university and for those who go to school there and who follow this team.
Phillip Reed, Eyewitness News. At the Sherling School Districts, kids do everything together. Eat, learn, play. All part of the district's plan to go with multi-age classrooms in the face of a funding crunch.
If you look at our revenues in 2012 versus 2009, we received almost 20% less revenue from the state.
It's in Virginia.
But state revenue is just one of their problems. Superintendent John Alford points out enrollment has been down for the past 15 years.
Since about 1997, Sherland's enrollment has declined by an average of 6 students a year.
So the district also had to cut positions and change some teachers' roles.
And we care about every one of our staff members, but we knew that if we didn't make some changes, it could mean their whole school closing.
And that's where the idea of combining grade levels came into play. That means teachers must instruct first and second graders combined in one classroom, as well as the third and fourth graders. Changes, which means extra preparation for Heather Dobnik.
It's like a first-year teacher. Every lesson is new. Every night is developing lesson plans.
And while the first semester has been a success, they say there's still room for improvement in administrators, teachers, and students.